All right, here we are, another Sunday, end of August. I cannot believe it is the end of August. Our kiddos are getting ready to go back to school. They actually have one more week and a day until they're back, but we've got a lot of back to school activities happening this coming week. So they are already ready to be back in school, and we're ready to have them back in school. So this is going to be a win-win all the way around in a week and a day. I don't have a ton here that I'm going to talk about tonight. We've got several people that are lined up to talk. So I think that we're just going to jump into this. I know right after this call, the corporate call, which always happens, is coming up. It's Seth Campbell tonight. The number for that is 712-432-0075. And the access code is 887931. You can always find that at bigbluecalendar.com. Seth Campbell is always a wonderful speaker. He's got lots of nuggets to share. Very, very well-spoken guy. You'll definitely learn from getting on with him. So with that, I am going to turn over the call to Michelle, and she will roll off the other stuff we got going on today.
All right. Good evening, guys. How are you? I want to see your faces. I've got Jeep blowing hair today. It was another beautiful day in Sioux Falls. We had kind of a scare a few days ago when it got cold, and my body does not do well with cold at all, so I got really scared. And so every opportunity that I can have, I am out in that Jeep with the wind blowing through our hair and enjoying the weather. For those of you that are newer to our company, I'm not sure if you're aware, but we have a Lifevantage program. And when you hit the rank of Elite Pro 7 and hold that for 12 months, the company gifts you, literally gives you the title to a Jeep, or if you'd like $25,000 in cash or other gifts, you can choose that as well. There's also a program where you can go faster if you would like. You don't have to wait that long if you want to go faster, which you can always go to the My Life Venture program on lifevantage.com and look at all the requirements there. It is fun to go fast if that's what you choose to do and get one of those incredible, I want to say gifts, but you've earned it. So it's really, really exciting. So for those of you that just joined our family, we just want to thank you. I know there's been a lot of activity and a lot of new growth, and we just are so excited to welcome you to our family. Know that we are all here for you, and plug yourself into everything that you can. Immerse yourselves in all of the calls and all of the webinars and all of the meetings. Travel, go to, and find out what the system is if you're not sure what the system is yet, and be sure to look through that blueprint and read through it and database every single day. Write names down and write next to the person's name why you thought of them, and share your heart with them and let them know why you thought of them, and use your team to help you along the way. Okay, well, we've got many people tonight that I'm so excited to talk about. Let's bring on Lauren first. Lauren, are you out there?
Yes, we're here.
Awesome. I'm so glad to hear your voice. And we've got Amanda. You there? I know you're there.
I'm here.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Well, you guys, this is going to be an exciting moment, and I'm going to let Lauren introduce. But, hi, sweetie.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Good. Do you want to tell everybody your name?
I'm Kalisha.
Yes, and we're so happy to see you on Lifevantage, the call tonight. You going to help introduce with Dad?
Yeah.
Yes, I just love seeing your beautiful face. Well, these guys here are absolute inspirations to us, and if you haven't heard their names and heard their story, reach out to us or ask some people on your team about the incredible Merrills. They are always the most incredible people. They're always giving back. They're servant leaders. Every time that I talk to them, they're helping somebody else out. They just inspire and have a powerful story. And they've just recently brought on someone that I have been so wowed with and so impressed with. And she's got her own story. And so we're going to let Lauren and his little sweet pea there bring her on tonight. So thank you for joining us. I'll let you take it from here, Lauren.
Alrighty, thank you, Michelle and
Thank
Shawn.
you.
Amanda, we actually didn't bring Amanda in, we helped, but she's actually the daughter-in-law of one of our other distributors, Frankie Peterson. And Frankie's been dripping on her for a while. And she became a customer not very long ago and saw amazing things with the product right away. And Amanda is an amazing person. I've known Amanda for, it's got to be 7 or 8 years now. She is very accomplished. When she sets her mind to something, it almost always seems like she's going to get that done. She's actually a flight medic. She works out of a helicopter, flying to tragic, life-changing events all day, every day, which I could never imagine doing. And so she has been helping people in their lives for many, many years. And when she has seen what, this product has done for her family, her mother-in-law, her father-in-law, and for herself and for her son, she has jumped in and she is just running like crazy with it. We're trying to keep up with her at this point. It was really cute. A couple weeks ago, her son is 9 or 10 years old, and he has, some attention problems like many kids his age. And we went to a big meeting here a couple weeks ago, and he sat there for an hour and a half and was good the whole time. And grandma and her were sitting there watching just in awe the whole time of how he could sit there. And they're like, yeah, the Protandim and Axio are doing great things for him. And then the next Tuesday they showed up at our house, and we put our kids downstairs while we do our meeting every Tuesday. And my wife kind of jokingly walked up to him and said, "You're ready to go downstairs. You don't want to stay at no dumb Protandim meeting and hear about that." And he's like, "Protandim's not dumb. That's helping me a whole lot. That is good stuff." And so it was just really heartwarming to hear that he already has a testimony of the product and what it's done for him. He can feel the difference. And Amanda's seen that, and she is sharing left and right and signing up customers, and it'll only be a matter of time before she has distributors and just absolutely, teaches us how to do things. So I'd like to turn the time over to Amanda now, and she can share some of the things that she's doing, and we're very proud of her and excited to have her on with us. Go ahead.
Guys.
There she is.
We can hear you. You have your video on, Amanda?
Well, this is gonna through because okay. Yep, here I am. Can you see me?
Yes, we see you.
Might not
She doesn't have very good
great
internet.
signal because I'm at work. I might have to turn my video off.
There we go.
Better? Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay, sorry, I'm on duty, so I'm kind of remote right now. So, thank you. That was humbling. I guess I was asked to come on and talk about kind of what brought me, and the truth of the matter is that what brought me was being proven wrong, and I tell everyone that. I've been a clinician for 17 years, and so I'm very skeptical of things that I've never heard of that are supposed to be amazing. And so I decided to take Protandim for 30 days, really just to appease my mother-in-law, to show her I gave it a go, and kind of lay my doubts to rest, I guess, about whether it was legit or not. And within 2 weeks, it was pretty profound. You can imagine being a paramedic that long, the arthritis, the lack of sleep, the poor diet that comes with it, the stress. So I was feeling pretty aged. I'm 35, and I certainly was not feeling that. And I had watched my mom pass away far too young at 59 from health issues, and so I was kind of hearing that clock tick. And when I started taking Protandim, I was just blown away. I've been taking it religiously for 3 months now, and it's helped me to lose 30 pounds. It's helped me to get up and move and have energy, sleep through the night, level out my stress levels. I just can't even begin to tell you all of the things that it's done for me. And about 6 to 8 weeks in, I had an aha moment. Like, I've spent my entire life trying to help people as a paramedic, and coming in on their worst days and trying to fix all this damage that's been done. Maybe this was my calling. Maybe this was get ahead of the 8 ball before they need me. So I got very passionate about it. As for my son, he's adopted, and the short story is that I was his foster mom from 10 months to 2 years, and I adopted him when he was 2 years old. But he had a rough go, and his mom struggled with drugs and alcohol and a long mental health history in the family. And so he struggled from day one. And as he got older, he really struggled with dyslexia, reading, balancing emotions and moods. And I exhausted everything that I could to help bridge him outside of putting him on. I think there are 5 different medications suggested for him to address all these issues. When I saw Protandim working for me and I heard the Merrill story about their children and similarities between my son and their children, I went ahead and decided I'd go ahead and give it a go with Connor. And within, I think it was 3-4 days after he started the Protandim and Axio regimen, he went from struggling to read me 2 sentences without having an emotional breakdown because of his dyslexia to reading me an entire chapter, still struggling because he is dyslexic, but reading me the entire chapter and feeling like he could. And so it's just an absolute part of our day, every single day. And it's the first time I've seen light in that kid's eyes where he felt like he wasn't damned to a diagnosis. So I have a powerful testimony in Protandim and Axio, and I am actually loving that I was proven so horribly wrong, and it's lit a fire in me to get this out and get people who were thinking like I was to just open their eyes for a minute. And it started me on a research path, and the more I found out, the more I dug, and there's just no way for me to even get that amount of information to the people that I'm trying to help. So I try to figure out what they're struggling with, what their main concerns are, and then narrow it down to that because there's just too much good about Protandim to fit it all in. You just overwhelm them. So that's kind of my story, and I don't ever see myself or my son ever walking away from it. It's just been too beneficial to us.
Amen, girl. It's an absolute responsibility, right? It's a gift that until we go through this and until we immerse ourselves in calls like this, until we share it with a lot of people, because some people it's going to happen fairly quickly like it has for them, and for others it's going to take a little bit more time, and for some people they're healthy and they might not feel a lot, but we know that it's working in everybody. And so that's why we say get this in as many people's bodies as soon as possible, because some of those people are going to start having these results, and it's just going to build and build and build that belief. And then what's going to happen is you're going to have, people like Amanda and people like, Shawn and I, who were very skeptical, who then learn that, oh my gosh, this is real and everybody in the world needs to know about it. And think, what if, the individuals that shared this with Amanda, what if they wouldn't have kept, encouraging her to really take a look at this? What if? Right? So constantly be sharing and share with your heart and show the facts, because we're bulletproof, you guys. We're absolutely bulletproof. And you are changing people's lives in every way. And now you heard her say too, maybe this is, what can help her get out to help others before she has to get up into that helicopter, before she has to go and do these things. We've heard Master Proten's Blue and Colt Elam talk about, when they were in the fire department and having to go to people's homes and rescue people and getting bags and bags and bags of medications from people, and just how hard that was on them. So we want to be out there to help people, and we do that by getting more people on board and sharing this gift. And it's like I said in the email to all of you guys today, we meet people where they're at, and we bless them where they need to be blessed at that moment. And we know that it will open up many other things that will fulfill their purpose. and your whys, you guys, are just going to continue to grow and grow and grow, and your purpose is just going to continue to grow as well. So stay plugged in. And I want you guys to know too, this girl, holy cow, she's, how many webinars have you done now? If you're still there. She did one just the other night that she invited us on to, and she opened it up to many people, and she's got another one I know coming up. And I didn't see any of it beforehand or whatnot. And she went out and she figured out, she took the reins and said, I'm doing this. And she's just going and going, you guys. Amanda, if you're still there.
I'm still here.
Okay. What made you decide that you were going to get up and start some of these meetings on your own?
Well, to be honest with you, I really struggle with social anxiety tremendously. As a paramedic, I can face the whole world. As an individual, I really struggle, and so I knew that would instill some confidence. Step into this. This is a whole new world for me. I've been holding it in for weeks about what I was doing, the pro tandem, and how I was losing and how I was feeling, and so it was kind of inviting people to a party for me.
Yeah.
To spill my guts about what's been going on. But it was so well received, and I received so many people comments after messaging me saying, I think this could help so and so, or would it work with this, or it was absolutely inspirational, and I couldn't schedule one fast enough again.
Awesome. Well, you went out there, and that social anxiety of yours, you hear these things, feel the fear and do it anyway. And by doing that, it just helps all of us grow and get out there and bless. And so I'm so happy, and I can't wait to meet you in person. And thank you for being on tonight and sharing your heart and inspiring everybody else to get out there and get after it and bless more lives too. Amanda, thank you so much. And thank you, Lauren and family. Love you all.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, always. We'll keep you in our prayers. I saw your Facebook post this morning, so I'm glad your day's going okay. All right, Mr. Ryan Rock, are you out there, my dear?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you great. All right, and John, I think I might have to, let's see, do I need to unmute you maybe? Let's see.
I'm here.
You're there. Perfect. Good to hear you. Okay, you guys, I'm really excited to bring on Pro 5 Ryan here from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and Dr. John is up from North Dakota. Ryan, many of you know as an absolute incredible leader and a friend to all. He helps everybody, upline, downline, cross line, you name it, he is there. He's the first person to come help us in need for anything, business or non-business. He is a father, and he is just an amazing person. And he's got someone I'm going to let him introduce here that we are just so fortunate to get to know and do this life with. And you guys, that's the thing with Lifevantage. There's so many things. We just heard product stuff, and we know the business is changing lives. And the people, I'm telling you, the people, it's where it's at. It's right here. So one of my favorite people in the world right here, Ryan Rock, I'm going to hand it over to you.
Thanks, Michelle. You're so awesome. John is a chiropractor up in North Dakota. He's 5 hours basically door to door, and been a distributor for probably 4 years. I'll let him touch on that here in a minute. But one of the first things I want you guys to think about here and take away is you really have to be patient, with your people and with this business and everything, but yet be persistent, because John's a great example of, he signed up as a distributor several years ago, and it was just recently that his enroller, Kayla, was was patient but persistent with him and kept kind of keeping him in touch with things. And eventually, he and I connected and really, he decided that the time was right and the time was now for him. And he was just getting started here a couple months ago when he made it to Elite Academy. And I think it was right after that where he really decided to turn up the volume and kind of get after it. And this month alone, John's brought in over $4,000 in personal volume, with customers and distributors. So he's absolutely on fire, and he's an awesome guy. He's got a couple kids as well, and big hockey family up there in North Dakota. But I'll turn it over to John so he can explain a few more things and go from there. So it's all you, John.
All right. Thanks, Ryan. That's one thing that separates this company from every other company out there. I've had so much help from the top down. It's unbelievable, and it's quite humbling. And Ryan's been meeting me 5 hours north to come up and help and get me started. And, I really wasn't sure when I first got into this what I was all getting into. I didn't know how far I wanted to go. I went to a meeting just like everybody else. I thought, hey, this product, says something. And I started taking it myself. I took it for 4 years. And, Ryan called me and he said, what do you want out of this? He made me sit down and write it out. He said, do you want anything to do with the business? Do you want to take this and do you want to share this with other people? And I'm in the healthcare field, and I thought, yeah, I'm here to help as many people as I can. And this is to help them even more. And I went to a meeting in Fargo where they had a doctor's panel. And I thought, you got a chiropractor, you got 3 medical doctors, you got a cardiologist, and answering questions and helping these people out. And I said, I got to do it. So I packed the bags, went to Anaheim in July. Met Ryan there out of the blue. He introduced me to a lot of people, and it got me going. And I was pretty excited coming out of there. Pretty pumped. A couple of reasons. One, I saw all the elites walk across the stage, and I said, that's got to be me one day. Number 2, I said, I got to have a Jeep. And 3, I got to get some red shoes like Shawn has, because those are awesome. So, I want to go as far as I can with this company. I'm motivated. I'm pumped coming out of there, and I haven't stopped yet. So we're getting going up here. I'm helping, as many people as I can. I'm running behind on my schedule just because I'm so excited to share this with everybody as much as I can. We're doing about a meeting or 2 a week. A lot of calls, a lot of one-on-ones, just in my office alone, and I've had such a great response. I'm getting testimonials back. It's unbelievable. It's such a great product. We have something that nobody else has. But from the top down, Ryan's been such a great help, motivator. And I'm getting text messages now from everybody else saying, congratulations, way to go, keep it up. So that helps get the drive going, and it helps me want to keep going forward, keep helping people. And do what I can in this company for anybody, and to help those underneath me eventually one day. So, it's pretty exciting. And I'm really, really glad. I was kind of a late bloomer. 4 years ago, I took the product, and now I'm finally in the business side of things. So it took me a while to get going, but now I got a fire burning, and, I'm not going to let it go out. So it's exciting. It's exciting stuff.
Hey, real quick, this is Shawn. I want to jump in here, Ryan. Did you say that he has $4,000 in new volume himself this month?
Yeah, a little over, just under 4,100 in new volume himself this month.
That is unbelievable, John. Can you tell us real quick what it took to do that?
Yeah, it took, a lot of one-on-one. Like I said, in my profession, I get to talk to a lot of people throughout the day. So, I'm running behind half the time because I'm explaining this to everybody and telling them, and everybody else is getting excited about it. So, I'm getting a lot of preferred customers that way. But also, we had a meeting. I'll tell you, it was my first meeting ever. We just threw it together the last minute. We had over 30 people show up. We had standing room only. And I couldn't believe the response. And people said, I want to be a part of this too. And I want to start telling others. I want, my mom, my dad, my sisters, my brothers, my kids that are taking this. And, so there's not a day go by that I'm not talking about it or not, trying to reach out to somebody and tell them, my story, or tell them to, get on this and take it, because it's doing some crazy things, life-changing things to other people.
Wow, that is just unbelievable. It blows me away. Michelle and I have had some big recruiting months, but there haven't been too many in 5.5 years that are, $4,000 plus in 1 month. So congratulations to you. That is unbelievable.
Thank you. Thanks. We're going to keep going up next month. We got some goals we're meeting, and when I was at Anaheim, we had to write down some goals we wanted for the end of the year and send them off to corporate. And one of them, I wanted to make Pro 3 by September. I made it in August. So, my next one is for January 1st, and that's Pro 5. So I got work to do, but I'm excited. I'm ready to go. This is a lot of fun.
Woo! And it's getting those people you're continuing to grow and grow and grow. We never get in that management mode, and it is getting the people that you've brought into this business where you're at. And we know some of those people don't want to go as fast as you. And I'll never forget, Dr. John, talking to you on the phone 4 years ago and doing that welcome call. I don't know if you remember that. But I remember talking to you and thinking, oh my gosh, this guy is awesome. But I totally remember you saying, I'm not going to really run with this yet at this point because I've got these different things going on. And you hung out and didn't do much. 4 years comes by, and here you are. And you have another leader there, Ryan, asking all these questions, going up there. You guys, Ryan has driven up I thought it was 6 because I remember taking that drive up to Grafton a couple times.
Speed limit's been increased a little bit though, so we can go a little faster.
Oh, that's probably why.
It makes a
I
big
remember
difference.
it's been 6 hours each way. Ryan has been up there twice now, Ryan, in the past week and a half or 2 weeks.
Yeah, in 2 weeks, something like that.
Twice, and he has made a 10-hour, so 5 hours there, does a meeting, talks with people one-on-ones, drives 5 hours back home the same day. So he's in the car, you guys, for 10 hours twice in the past 2 weeks. It was in the same day. That is amazing. Ryan, you are a rock star. And Dr. John and your team, Kayla, all you guys are awesome. And just keep up that momentum because it takes exactly what is happening right there. It takes people that take ownership to get an area going, and it's not easy to be the first ones. You're getting it started, but the rewards are great. We've seen it over and over again, and we always told people in North Dakota, someone's going to come in Fargo, and Dr. Sheila and Howard Harris are there, and they just over and over and over and over. And now you guys continuing these meetings over and over and over. Over in Omaha, these guys, Chelsea and Tammy and Christy and all those guys doing meetings over and over and over and over in Cheyenne and Wyoming, Julie. I mean, it's just that person and people and building that team there that you do it over and over again. And Dr. John, you guys, is just about ready to qualify for Cancun. So send out all those positive vibes. I know many other of you out there are pushing as well. So we are excited. We're proud of you. People are very excited to be on this call and appreciate all of you that spoke tonight. You guys.
Michelle, can I add one more thing real quick?
Yep.
Just keep in mind, again, you hear how awesome John's doing, but remember it was patience and persistence. And the other thing that I want you to think about here is something else that I just I read about and started doing this last week. And you've probably heard of a gratitude journal, but I recently heard of a brag book. And it's just something for you personally where, if you just spend some time, first of all, to write down things that you've done in the past that you can be proud of. Write down your personal life victories. And then every day, along like with the gratitude side of things, write down in your brag book every day something that you accomplished and that you're proud of that you did that day. I found that it really helps build yourself up and really puts a positive beat on things. So I just wanted to throw that in real quick. I know we have to go. So
no, Ryan, that was so awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
You guys all get that? Give a thumbs up. Put that in your comments if you heard what Ryan just said, because that was awesome. Every day, do it. All right, I'm not kidding you. Seth Campbell is amazing. Get on the call right now and listen to him. You will learn so much. And these Sunday night calls now are specifically for training. So make sure that you guys hop over and listen to him. I spent quite a bit of time with him in Australia and his trainings there, and I was blown away by him. And he has regular just Facebook Live trainings now as well that are out of this world. So 712-432-0075, access code 887931. Get registered tonight for the One Tour and Leadership Academy. It ends tonight. Pre-registration for the One Tour. Register now. Love you all. Peace out. Congratulations. Let's go. Bye-bye.